Hey guys, it's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss, and today's bike vlog I want to talk about perfection and the perfect body. Now, if you saw my short from earlier, you'll know that I'm referencing a video I saw about a woman. I can't remember her name, but it was on Greg Doucette's channel, and he was talking about, I saw her video, and she's talking about her glow up and not being able to achieve her perfect body in a certain amount of time. And I really want to start it off with saying, there's no such thing as a perfect body. There's no such thing as perfection in so many different aspects. Even socially, I don't think there is a set guideline for what someone should look like that is actual perfection. We have set guidelines of what people think looks good, etc., like that. But the idea of having one's body perfected, that's the most unattainable, unachievable goal I've ever heard of. If you watch one of the other bike vlog videos I made, it's about goals. And in that video, I talk about setting achievable goals. When I first started the journey, I told myself, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds and then 30 pounds. And, I continued to add on 5, 10 pounds to my goals to keep them achievable. But when your goal is something like quote unquote perfection or the perfect body, that's not an achievable goal, because the idea of perfection is such a subjective topic. Who says what is perfect? Now, in this instance, it's your body. So you're going to set the standard of perfection. And I'm going to tell you right now, that shouldn't be the goal, because the end goal is life. The end goal is health, is living long, is prosperity, is going through life the most healthy you can be. That should be the end goal. Yeah, I understand wanting to look good, wanting to have a certain look or feel a certain way, but the idea of perfection is the wrong way to go about your weight loss journey, and it's the wrong way to try and achieve your goals. If you really, you just have to understand that for me personally, I see this, there is no end game. There is no end goal. When I first started my weight loss journey, I didn't know what to expect. And I definitely didn't expect for me to be this successful with it. But almost 2 years in now, I understand what I'm trying to achieve. And it's something that is not an end goal. In 4 years' time, I'm not going to say, all right, I'm done. I have my perfect body. I can stop exercising. No. Everything I've learned now, I see that exercise and working out is something that I want to incorporate and have in my life for the rest of my life. Understanding, hey, the end goal isn't perfection, it's longevity. It's keeping your body working for a long time. That is the truest form of what the end goal should be. And one thing I noticed with that lady's video, and one thing I see myself, whether it's in comment sections, whether it's just topics of conversation, but people are always going to put you down. Especially once you start your weight loss journey and you start to see a little results, something is going to happen. People are going to get jealous. It's an unfortunate thing, and it's going to happen to everyone, everywhere. There's always going to be some motherfucker that's looking at you and is jealous and is like, oh man, how did they lose all that weight? How come I couldn't lose that weight? And instead of using that as an inspiration for themselves to say, hey, maybe I should try, they'll try and bring you down. They'll say, hey, you're this, and that. Well, yeah, you lost the weight, but you still have acne. Or, oh, you lost some weight, but you're still ugly. All of that shit is irrelevant. You know, and it can hurt. But you can't let it dictate your mindset. And that's what this woman was doing. I could see it. That she was letting these people in these comment sections tear her down. And it's sad. You have to use that as your motivation, you know? And you have to also just not care. You know, it's easy to say, hey, just don't care what that person says. But if you see it every day, it can be really hard to ignore. Someone calling you names or anything like that to try and bring you down. That's gonna happen. And you have to learn to say, hey, you know, that doesn't, fuck you. You can say whatever you want. That's not who I am. You have to know who you are. And exercising and working out, it's going to be the greatest way of finding your true self. You know, my whole life, I've been that fat guy. I've been Fat Brendan. And it's always defined me. So now that I'm not 300 plus pounds and I do move around better and I do look better in the mirror, you know, not only do I see how differently people treat me, but I see how differently I think of myself and I treat myself. And, you know, I feel like there's no goal that is perfection, but I want you to shoot for the goal of loving yourself, of getting to that point where you look in the mirror and you like what you see. And for some people, they could be skinny and not like what they see. It comes down to your mindset. And for you people that always see the negative in yourself, I want you to try and understand that you yourself have to be the one to see the beauty in yourself. If you can't see the beauty in yourself, you can't expect someone else to see the beauty in you. If you can't love yourself, you can't expect someone else to love you. This whole journey of best life weight loss is a journey of finding oneself, loving oneself, and achieving the weight loss goals that you set for yourself. And there's a lot of factors that are going to try and stop you. The idea of perfection, the idea of always staying the same, and then there's the chatter, the jealousy, the people, and there might be people in your life that you trust, your cousins, your brothers, and they might try and put you down, and they might not even be doing it in a malevolent way. It's just their inherent understanding of, oh, this person's always been fat, I'm going to make this joke. And it may not be trying to put you down, but you've been hearing it your whole life, it will bring you down. I know, I was that fat guy, hearing all this different shit. Thankfully, I've always had thick skin, so it never brought me down to a place where I was crying or something. But I know it's not the same for everyone. So, you know, it's a lot of mind game aspects when it comes to dealing with people and dealing with your journey. And it just comes down to one step at a time. Do the routine, make your routine, and you can't let anyone stop you, not even yourself. Your biggest deterrent on your weight loss journey is going to be yourself. It's going to be your own mind telling you to stop, telling you you can't do it. I'm going to tell you right now, it's baloney. If you can put your mind to it, you can achieve it. Well, I hope you understand what I'm saying about perfection and goals. And I hope you start your weight loss journey today. Stay positive.